Can you give me your thoughts on the match? Go ahead.
I feel like it took us a minute to get into the game a little bit. I think it was a little frantic at the start for both sides. But I think once we gained a little bit of momentum and started getting chances, I think you could feel that we had momentum and we were kind of knocking on the door. And then once we got that first goal, I think that, we took control of the game, and I think that we closed it out pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I think the way we kept the ball compared to, games last year, I know this was my first game, but watching the girls in the last 2 games as well, it's just night and day, and I think it shows a lot of confidence in us, and I think it sort of sets us up for a good game rather than being frantic and panicking and all of that. So yeah, I just think it's a big step forward for us, and a big step forward in how we want to play as well.
And then can you talk about the halftime kind of chat, like what you guys talked about? I think holding any result team to only shots in the second half is a pretty great accomplishment.
Yeah, we didn't really dive too deep into it, to be honest. I think we were doing a lot of things right. It was just a few tweaks, whether that was ball speed, the way we were playing out from the back. Just a few positioning things, to be honest. But yeah, I think we were quite happy with how we were going into halftime. We just needed to tweak a few things.
Thank you.
Raylan, can I ask about the goal?
Yes. Just how I feel about it.
Just what was going through your mind when it happened?
So, Jaden has a great left foot. She's left-footed, and
In case you know.
I played with her for many years back in college, so I just knew that she can play a really good long ball, and I honestly didn't think that she would play it, but I'm glad she did. And then just knowing where I was on the field, I thought maybe I could get something off, so happy with how it went.
And then Mac, you just got back a couple days ago. Can you kind of talk about what that process has been like, just kind of adjusting to time zones, getting back in with the team, and then obviously getting a clean sheet today?
Yeah, it's been rough, to be honest. I think being over in Australia for a month, you really got used to the time zone, so it was a bit harder coming back this time. I landed and went straight to San Diego with the team. I didn't dress, but it was good to be around the girls again, just get the vibes going again and to see them all. And then to come into this game and get a clean sheet. Honestly, I didn't have to do that much, thankfully. But yeah, the way the girls defended and he really helped me through this game, so it was good.
Ellen, Guillermo Mota with K2. Back on media day, Sophia mentioned something along the lines of this attack being scary for opponents to deal with. And we're kind of seeing that come to fruition early in the season so far. I'm kind of just wondering, what are you thinking about this attack so far, considering all the weapons that you guys have?
Yeah, I think this year Pietra has really grown so much and has gained a lot of confidence, and you can see that in how she plays. She is involved in every single goal we've scored so far, except for today. So she's really been a huge presence for us, and I think, we have so many forwards that are very high impact players. And Liv Moultrie too, we have a lot of layers to our team, and I think we also have players coming back soon, so that should be exciting. But yeah, we have a lot of different threats, and I think that this year you're really seeing that.
The attacking side of things, there was so many, you guys had some close chances, there was a lot of action up on that end. Is there anything you do mentally when it's games like this where there's a lot of close chances, there was shots off the post, stuff like that, and just not clicking right away? Is there anything you do mentally when games are like that, where it's you're getting the chances, it's just not clicking right off?
Yeah, I think if you're getting chances, then you're obviously doing something right. It's just that final piece of just knowing that next time you get an opportunity, you try your best to put it away or make the best decision on that final pass. I think it's a good thing if you're creating a lot of chances, and that means you have momentum, so just keep believing that you're gonna put it away next time.
And then, Mackenzie, for you, a game like this, you did have some saves, luckily not a ton, which is nice. What do you do to just kind of, obviously you're in the game, you're staying with it, but is there anything you do to kind of lock in when it is a lot more action on the other end of the pitch?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I just try and stay with the team, so if it's further up the other end.
Bless you.
Bless you. If it's further up the other end, I just make sure I'm in touch with the team and always communicating and all of that. But yeah, I think that's just part of the job, just making sure I'm staying switched on the whole time. But yeah, the girls made it easy today, thankfully. So.
All right, Brenna, I know you're joining us on Zoom. I can give you an opportunity to ask a question if you have any.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Any other questions in the room? Oh, I see Leo, and then I'll come to, or actually I'll come to you.
Cool.
And then I'll go to you, Leo.
There's been there's been a lot of cohesion between the team this year. What do you think has happened since the off season and then preseason for you guys to, you're working like a unit out there. It looks like a team that's fully encompassed, so what led to that?
I mean, I can speak on team last year as well. Like, we were such a tight group, and I think it was the first year in a long time that we'd all felt like that. Probably the best team culture I've been a part of in a while. And I think it's just taken until this season to click on the field. I think we definitely had some moments last season, but yeah, I think coming into this season, it was a pretty new season with a new coach, obviously a new style of play, so something that we had to get used to, but I think being able to have that belief in each other because we are so close off the field, it really helped coming into this season and playing the way that Robert wanted to play.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to Anne actually, and then we'll come back to you, Leo.
Sorry. Raylan, how do you see your progression going so far this season as opposed to previously?
I don't know, honestly, that's a tough question. I feel like last year was a year of adversity for the team overall. I think that last year I gained a lot of experience, which I didn't have prior. Experience at many different positions, whether that's left, right, or center. So I think that's definitely helped me coming into this year, just knowing that I don't know if or where I'm going to play. So just being prepared for whatever and making sure that I'm comfortable in all three positions, so when I'm called on, I'm ready.
And then you guys mentioned kind of having a really tight culture last year and then bringing in a new coach. He's talked a lot to media about just like having a really solid defensive base to work from and then focusing a lot on build up. And I guess I was wondering if you guys could talk a little bit about that and how that adjustment has gone so far.
I think you can see today it's going quite good. I think last year we did try little bits and pieces, but I think the confidence just wasn't there. I think it was something that was quite new to us, and I think we kept swapping and changing. So there wasn't enough confidence going into it. But I think Robert coming into this and just like that's his style of play and that's how he wants to play, and it's basically like we either do it or we don't play really. So we had to get used to it quite quickly. But yeah, I think it shows today that we're all quite confident with it. We all believe in each other, and I think that's the biggest thing heading into it.
And then Robert was a bit of a late add in preseason, and Mackenzie, you had already left to go join Australia. Kind of what were your conversations with him while you were still away?
Yeah, we had a conversation. We had 2 conversations while I was away. He gave me a call, basically just to introduce himself and I guess go through his values and everything. And then I caught up again with him in San Diego when I got back. But we were sort of familiar with each other, obviously being in the WSL, and we played against each other quite a few times. So yeah, I was familiar with his style of play, and he knew how I like to play as well, which is a lot with my feet. So yeah, it was quite a smooth transition for me, and yeah, I'm really excited to have him on board.
It looks like we're out of questions in the room, so we'll go ahead and conclude it there for you both. Thank you.
Thank you.